listen, I believe that you're so talented and this thing is for you. Right. Fast forward later when I get Skeem Sam. Or before Skeem Sam, I also went to the audition Selima Tunzi. Yeah, Selima Tunzi presenter.
What's that what guy's name? The one who owns Selima Tunzi?
Baby Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Joe.
Yeah. I went to those auditions. They were at SABC, Auckland Park. When there, that's when I started seeing a lot of faces then. Yeah, I saw a lot of celebrities and I was very excited. Oh, yeah, it means alright. I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also made it through a couple of rounds. I think one of the judges was Zizo.
Zizo Peta, yes.
She was one of the judges there. Made it through a couple of rounds there, and then unfortunately I didn't make it. From there I went back home. And you must remember that by that time I gonna Zag. So every time I get to Joburg, I have to ask money from my sister or my friends to say if to Joburg. Yeah, understand. And I remember after the audition, just Selima Tunzi because I very late, around 5-6, Yamatapa. So now I go break. I don't know anything, but no Limpopo Polokwan. Hey, ndoda uthini? Hey, Mazibuko, uthini lo mperu?
So you're like a GB comes to Joburg.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, bafethu didn't say. By that time, I guess say isiZulu. I understand. I had to ask around. And you
don't know one in Joburg.
So I came to Joburg, no cousins, no nothing. Yeah, I understand. Kifitla here, so I went back to Polokwane.
Yeah.
So ban refer la ko MTN. Taxi rank. The next feature one of the guys were speed. Then they could relate to what I want and whatnot. Then Bamponsa taxi shop. Then Kafaya Kawela Limpopo. Yeah. And then the 1 year Skeem Sam, when I auditioned for Skeem Sam, I saw the auditions go Facebook.
Sure.
Yeah. And by then it was not even Skeem Sam, nearly TEF.
Okay.
The working title. But TEF. I was like, okay, here are auditions and they're looking for a young boy will spedi banyaka tibos banyaka kwaito banyaka mamas like this is a perfect chance for me.
Yeah.
Now this one I have to get it. And then I came to Joburg. The auditions were at Sasani Studios.
Yes.
You know Balfour Park.
By Balfour Park.
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
I went there. So can I make it
right behind the mall.
Yeah. Kamarawa Balfour Park Mall. So can I make it taxi? How do you call it drive? Driver so. It's like, I know that place, you know. It's not far from the freeway. So drop go call it drive. It's just gonna walk like half a kilometer. One drop go call it drive. Bruh, it was raining. Right? Go call it drive. After 1 kilometer, I see that I'm still going. I'm like, how far is this place?
Yeah.
I get there, and then that's when I started seeing a lot of celebrities as well. Saw some familiar faces here and there, and then now I'm panicking because I'm very nervous. I'm like, hey, will I crack this thing or not? And then I went there. Funny enough, the script, because I was 21 years old.
Sure.
I auditioned for Lieto, character Lieto. And then when I got into the audition room, the lady who was the casting director said to me, man, you're too young for this character. Let me give you another character. And then I'm script is kwaito. And then Kashapa audition. They just said thank you. So expecting I'm not familiar with a lot of auditions. So I'm expecting they'll clap for me and say, dude, you killed it. None of that.
And you felt like you killed it.
Yeah, I felt like, no, I did my best. Yeah, I understand. After that, Kavaga, Limpopo, but I was disappointed. I was like, I missed it. Hagifitlago Limpopo, a day after, they call me. Hey Joe, we want you for callbacks. King it callbacks. I don't know what callbacks are. So I was like, okay, did I get the role? They're like, no, you just have to come back and audition for the second time. So we've shortlisted you. I came back. Hagifitlara kichuhile unknown because there's like top 5. Right? They say to me we already have other characters. Honalebutibos and whatnot, no shotaka kwaito.
Yeah.
So out of kwaito, there's 5 of you. By Lauren, you made it to the callbacks. Yeah. Audition, it was around 3 p.m. Now I'm like, by that time I didn't even have chelete right? I'm like, if I can just get like 250.
You're asking the production company?
Yeah, the casting lady. Yeah, I'm like, hey, I don't know anyone around, so can you please just give me bus fare? And then but also she said to me, no, we cannot allow you to go back to Limpopo because we're submitting the tapes to the channel.
Yes.
Then the channel has to decide who's going to be, who's taking this character. And at the same time, they said they're starting with the workshops the following day, right? So now if we were to let you go to Limpopo and then they choose you as the person who's going to play the character, then it means you still have to come back to Joburg. So can you please just try find a friend around?
Hey.
Or, yeah, a cousin, we can at least drop you there, or and then we'll give you the results the following day. I'm like, guys, how am I
Yes.
What am I supposed to do? So I think they negotiated, and then eventually they said, no, there's a guest house around Sasani Studios.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we'll put you there in case. Yeah, so if you get the role, then tomorrow we'll continue with the workshops. But if not, then you have to go back home, right? Hey, I got to the hotel room, Joe. There was this lady who came. Now you come on room service. Remember, I'm not used to this kind of lifestyle.
Speaking room service.
Room service, but what do you want? Nyaka papa. Nyaka papa ka mohodu, papa ka hot boat. Now, but this nice food, and then got a variety. I understand. I'm like, oh, this is nice. You know, clean towels and like proper. I'm like, hey, I can get used to this. So by 6, 7, I blow me the following day, okay, Joe, you got the role or you didn't. So I get TV, I start calling my sister to say, listen, I'm not gonna come back because 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the situation. Yeah. And then she's like, okay, it's fine, take care, all the best. Immediately for Jao phone la sister rak, then the guy who was working for the production comes. The script, like 13 episodes. I'm like, okay, bro, what's happening? It's like, no, they just said I must give you the script.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, no, because Honaldi call back and whatnot, it means I must also memorize this ones. Then it means tomorrow I audition a hap or something.
Yeah.
Not knowing where I got the role.
Whoa.
Then later the casting director calls me and say, dude, you got the role.
Wow.
Yo, my boy.
Wow.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I called everyone that I knew.
First paycheck. What did you do with it? We boxed it,
I got ish. Can I tell you the story?
Yeah.
I didn't even get my first paycheck.
What do you mean, dog?
So the casting director, story saga. The casting director.
This life is a movie, bro.
The casting director, after Gisno Kumana role, she was like, oh, I have an agency to be on other shows and whatnot. I'll plug you in. So you have to sign under my agency, right? And then I was like, okay, because she was like an older woman.
Sure.
So for me, I felt like, this is the person who
can
took care
her.
of me and whatnot. I was like, okay, you can sign us. Negenalo Connect, my friend on the show. And then I was like, no, it's fine. You know, it's chilled. You can, take over. And then she was my agent. She was the one who was representing me. And then, Khoidia Fela, Chelete, it's like, no, get the plan and whatnot. Kanti from there, she ran away with our money.
Whoa,
now, when I go to production to say, hey, man, but what's happening to us? They're like, no, but you have an agency. Then that's when I told them, right, that person who did so. And then we couldn't find her. Till this day, I don't know where she is.
Whoa.